Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pecos Swift, if you didn't know. I posted a TikTok and YouTube short, where I was talking about how it is applying for jobs nowadays. And I must have really struck a chord because this person left a comment and they said, "And that's your fault for always being on the phone and social media. Now they know they don't have to hire anyone and can make money off of fake interviews. Not the boomers' fault. Again, just blaming for your own mistakes." Now, if I was to kind of take a guess as to what she was talking, I don't know. I'm assuming it's a woman, I don't know why. If I was to take a guess as to what she was talking about, like, into my head, just go ahead and pull the trigger because I have no idea what she is referring to. Making money off of fake, but that kind of inspired today's video. Sorry, itchy. What we're gonna be doing is talking about boomers and their thought process. There's gonna be some videos in here explaining kind of what people are thinking of. So I wanted to do this kind of like in parts. So first I wanna go over some videos that are kind of like more serious and conversational, and then I want to do some funny videos towards the end of like boomers crashing out, because what are you doing on this day? Here's the first video.
I mean, these damn kids are so lazy. No one wants to work anymore. What are you talking about? Every single one of my friends has a very good paying job and they work very hard, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about the fact that I had a 16-bedroom house by 19 with 4 kids and a wife. Yeah, and back when you were buying a house, all you needed was 2 jelly beans and your driver's license, so it's a little bit harder now. House is like 8 times.
2 jelly beans and your driver's license.
Times your income. It's no longer 1 or 2 times. I mean, it's all excuses. I used to wake up every morning at 5 a.m. just to grind my bones down into a fine powder, just so I'd have something to eat. That's how bad things were.
It's always the excuses. Like, it's not an excuse, it's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, is my camera crooked? Just pretend like it's not crooked, y'all, okay? It's always the like, oh, you're just making excuses. And then they will go back and say like, we used to climb uphill both ways in the snow and never complained. Right. But y'all do a lot of complaining now.
Yeah, but that wasn't easy. Deborah, she had to get a part-time babysitting job just so we could swing that. Times were tough back then. You have no idea, boy.
Times were tough back then.
What are you talking about? The economy is horrible right now. Literally, we're in one of the worst recessions of all time, like ever. The dollar's worth its least amount. Well, times weren't always easy for us, too. Even though we got our house for a couple jelly beans,
the jelly beans,
we only sold it for $1.5 million. Should have got way more.
Selling your house for $1.1 million and you bought it for $73,000 is actually, yeah, it's insane. That was kind of like the first video. It's obviously satire, it's like a skit that he's doing, but his points were he was still on point with those. The next video is kind of like this older gentleman talking on a podcast, I think. I've never seen this before. He's talking on a podcast and he is basically saying like, I don't know why Gen Z is complaining so much right now.
First topic, but my kid, when they got out of undergraduate school, my daughter took 7 months to find a job, and our son took 9 months to find a job. And they both found jobs, and it was a recessionary time in both cases, by making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of phone calls, hundreds and hundreds of letters out, going on dozens and dozens and dozens of interviews. And the kids today, because I have a fairly large consortium, it's got almost 40 companies, and the kids go one interview and they don't even call back to find out how they did. So the elitists of that generation, in my opinion, are lazy. I mean, we don't have an affordability problem, in my opinion. All I know is when I bought my first house, and my dad bought his first house that we couldn't afford, he went out and worked overtime. He got another job. The kids don't want to have another job. They expect right out of school to make all kinds of crazy money, 6-figure money, and they have no experience whatsoever. So
it's kind of hard to understand what he's saying. Also, there's something going on with his eye. I don't want to like make fun of him because I don't know him. Other than that, his points are kind of crazy. Just from my personal experience, I have applied for upwards of 200 jobs, been calling. It is insane to keep up with the amount of emails that you have to send just to get a response back. When you call them, it's like you get transferred to this person, you get transferred to this person, you get transferred to this person. Looking for a job is a job in itself. Did he say that he owns 40 companies? I think that's what he said. It's really hard to understand what he's saying. He's like blurring all of his words together. He said that we don't have an affordability problem. Is really interesting because he did go ahead and say that he did have 40 companies. And I would imagine someone with 40 companies has a lot of money to afford things. Why are people angry about this topic? Oh, the young kids, they're lazy and they don't want to work and everything. And then it's like, but why are you like mad? The next video is another satire video. I can't take the serious ones. It gets to a point, you know?
Like, what are you doing with your life? You're 25 years old and you have nothing to show for it. Like, when I was 25, I had 3 kids, a husband, a beautiful house, beautiful garden. Like, what are you doing?
When I was 25, I quit the job that I had for 6 years, ever since I was 19. I was jobless for a month and a half. Got a job at Dillard's in the women's shoe department. Worst time of my life. I kid you not, like it's kind of like a blip to me now, because my mind kind of does this thing where when something traumatic happens to me, it kind of just blocks that out of my memory. I can remember that I worked there, but then like some things, okay, you know what? It's all kind of coming back now. I should probably do like a whole story time of working at Dillard's, because every day that I went in there, it was like something new. Before I turned 26, I quit that job at Dillard's, actually like on my birthday. I need to do a story time because it was just crazy. That was the first time I've ever had like a real job or whatever, like mainstream job is what I'm trying to say. My job before was real and I was making a lot more money too. Right before I turned 26, I quit my job at Dillard's and then I started working at Men's Warehouse. I need to do a Dillard's as the part 1 story time, Men's Warehouse story time part 2. It is just crazy, the things that happen. As a retail worker, okay, I'm going off on a tangent. I could get all into this now that I have been a retail worker. I don't even look at retail workers now. I'm like, you do what you gotta do. I'll check myself out. You know what I'm saying?
Listen here, I think I'm doing pretty well. I have $20 in my checking account. I'm living off
$20 in the checking account is honestly way too real, because like I don't even know if I have $20 in my checking account right now.
of canned tuna because, you know,
The canned tuna actually hits really close to home, because I've gotten really familiar with canned tuna recipes just because, well, for one, there's a lot of protein in tuna and like little to no calories. So it's an awesome, I'm like a muscle bro now. I'm like, it's an awesome form of protein, like to hit your macros and micros on your diet. Are you cutting or bulking right now? Yeah, the canned tuna. If you open my pantry to the right, it is about the whole top shelf is canned tuna. Hey, times are tough.
I can't afford anything. What do you want me to do about it? Times have changed. I was privileged, I will give you that. I didn't have to work, my husband took care of me and my kids. But it shouldn't be that hard to get a job. If you're that broke, just walk in and ask for a job. Ma'am, you can't even get a job at McDonald's without having like a master's degree at this point. So like, don't even tell me it's very easy to get a job. I am fully qualified for half these jobs that I am applying for, and they still say no. So what do you want me to do? I'm working 3 jobs just to make ends meet. And you want me to have a husband and kids? Are you fucking kidding me? I can barely take care of myself.
Her saying I can barely take care of myself, and it is crazy because right now, like, my friends are getting married, they're having kids, we're at that age, and I barely, like, make sure that I eat myself. There was a pile of clothes the size of me in my room until just today. I just couldn't imagine having a kid right now. That would be crazy. And I'm 26. People, like, back then were having a child at 19 and probably like 23, which is weird because, but anyway, 19, like, you're a baby. You're a baby.
well, you're not looking at the right men, you know? Like, there's gotta be a guy out there that was willing to take care of you. That times have changed, Letty. Like, listen, there's no gentlemen. Actually, if they are gentlemen, they are taken by good women, which good for them. All the guys that I attract only want me for one thing, and it's my ass, okay? So, like, don't tell me that I'm not trying hard enough. Don't you think I want a relationship? Don't you think I want to be financially stable? And even if I do get a boyfriend and a husband, it's very hard to, you know, survive off of one income right now. So don't tell me that I'm not trying hard enough, okay? Times have changed. You got that house for 5 raspberries, a lovely gentleman.
Why is everyone saying that you're giving food for houses? Like, it's so random.
Probably cheating on you, okay? So let me live my life, and I'm gonna live like my life, okay? All right, great. So just leave me alone. This generation's.
Oh, I actually have one more. I was doing 3 and 3, but I have 4 and 3. So this is gonna be Dave Ramsey and how he is out of touch with the current financial situation that we are in as Americans. Let's see what he has to say.
I don't yell at you if you don't, but I will yell at you if you violate this next one. Never buy a house on more than a 15-year mortgage. Absolutely crazy. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't buy a house on more than a 15-year mortgage, and never buy a house on a 15-year fixed rate where the payment is more than a fourth of your take-home pay.
More than a fourth of your take. That was Dave Ramsey's commentary. Now this guy is going to share like what your income and everything would have to be nowadays to afford that.
That boomer Dave Ramsey is so out of touch, it's crazy. Let's look at how much you would actually have to make in order to qualify for just a $250,000 home based on Dave Ramsey's principles. Dave Ramsey coaches to put 20% down, so that would be a $200,000 loan amount. Your payment would be $1,798 on a 15-year mortgage with a 7% interest rate. But that doesn't include your taxes and insurance. If you add those in there, your payment's going to be about $2,300 a month. Dave Ramsey is saying that you want to have a fourth of your take-home pay be your mortgage payment. That would mean that you'd have to take home, after you paid taxes, $9,200 a month in income. That's ridiculous.
$9,200 a month would... I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. Dave Ramsey, my dad, I don't know if he still is obsessed with him. He's probably moved on to like, I don't know, Joe Rogan or something. He used to be obsessed with Dave Ramsey for some reason. I would have to listen to it when we were in like the truck together. At like 22, we were still listening to it. I was like, in my head, I was like, what is this guy talking about? He was like, live off canned beans and rice and save up enough money to buy a house. Saving up money to buy a house isn't a bad thing. It's just like the unrealistic things that he says to do to get to save enough money to buy a house. That was the crazy part of it all. I always noticed that his numbers were also like way off for the current economy plus different states. That was our serious section, which wasn't too serious, which with me, it's kind of, you know, never that serious. So this is gonna be our boomer crash out section. Here's the first video.
I've been coming in this McDonald's for 10 years, and not a goddamn thing has ever went wrong until you idiots have arrived here. Now we've hired the DEI bullshit.
Oh, he walked up there and said what he had to say, which was crazy, by the way. Like, it's McDonald's. It's the same thing over and over again. Like, what could possibly have gone wrong for you to say all this? You know what I'm saying? Like, if they gave you 6 chicken nuggets instead of 10, like, just say, hey, I need my 4 chicken nuggets. It's not that big of a deal. Trust me, no one's gonna care. Nike shorts and plaid button-up shirt, probably a pearl snap, the all black shoes, the all black socks, and a ball cap. Like, he almost walked back there. We all know how boomers love to call the police on young people living their lives. Next clip is gonna be just that.
And they are going to be in trouble.
Yes, that is correct. We do have you guys tag information. You guys are harassing these guys. You need to leave them alone.
Now y'all need to go.
Now y'all need to go.
Yeah, y'all just hang out. Do y'all all want to just go to jail? That's what's going to happen. You're going to go to jail. And they almost cost.
Go to jail for what? It looks like they're walking on a sidewalk.
Yeah.
There is a cop on the phone. Girl, like, honestly, they are taking protecting the neighborhood and America way too seriously. It's just people doing stuff like the skateboards and the bicycles and like people with dogs. Like, they're just living their life. They're not causing any danger. This is my last funny one. And what's happening is this manager, employee, random person came up to these people shopping and was asking for something back. So let's see what she's saying.
My hat. My hat. My hat.
Did you really just do that? Are we coming here to spend money?
My hat.
Go get it. She did that on purpose.
I knew you've been
doing
watching me.
dumbass shit. That's very ignorant.
Where's my hat? Go get it.
Go find it. She put it down. That's ignorant ass shit.
Hey Joe, can you roll the cameras back for me, please?
Joe, it is crazy that she is carrying a bowl of food with her. Like, set it down, babe, before you get into all this. It really seems like she's racially profiling. My hat. My hat. My hat. Like, you're not really getting paid enough to be doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some boomer clips for you, some boomer media for you. Yeah, times are tough right now. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Being hopeful and optimistic is always right in the back of my mind. Thank you guys for watching. If you've had a crazy boomer interaction or if you've seen something crazy, comment down below. Tell me what it was, and then also tell me your thoughts on the boomers versus Gen Z war that I didn't even know was happening. Wait, is it Gen X or is it boomers? I don't know. It seems like everybody does not like Gen Z. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and then also subscribe so you can see more and we can hang out more. I want to hang out with you. Do you want to hang out with me? I hope so. I reply to all the comments. So if you leave a comment, I will reply to it. I hope that you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye.